Welcome back, everyone. So, I have been spending countless hours on building out my recruiting firm. It's basically a recruiting firm. It's called CyberHAC Scouts. I have been communicating and working with certain individuals on LinkedIn, and I have a very small niche team that's helping me out in the background. I have been spending hours on top of hours trying to understand the environment, how everything is going to be put into place. And then I came across a very interesting site. I was actually, over the last week, I met someone that was an investor of a company that deals specifically with AI recruiting. Now, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, it's just saying that it's very different. Now, I knew this existed, but I didn't know who was in it and who's actually using it. Apparently, a lot of organizations are using it, and I am probably one of the outsider people that is very skeptical of certain AI functions being in the real world. Now, I can understand if it's an automated manufacturing process and you have AI doing certain things, but when it comes to human and human interaction, I kind of draw the line. Like, the last thing I really want is to have an AI child, right? That I need to teach and eventually be outsmarted by this individual. So I can only imagine if I took my 6-year-old and if this 6-year-old was an AI child, that I would have to have emotion to it, right? Like, it's just not the same, right? There's no, I don't believe you can put your full attention or love or any kind of commitment or compassion to something that's not real. Now, it is real to in the sense where it's speaking to you, it's talking to you, and it's trying to conversate with you. I don't think it's the same, but here, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So I came across Alex AI, and we're just going to watch a few first seconds so you understand what this is all about.
All right, let's get started with the interview.
Hey Aaron, I'm Alex, an AI recruiter with Apriora. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Alex. It's nice to meet you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Well, I'm excited to chat with you.
I mean, you're trying to draw some human interactions with a AI chatbot, and it's responding to you as if it's a human being, which is ironic in a way, but at the same time, you could already tell, like, why even bother, right? It just doesn't make sense to me. Now, if I asked you, someone who's watching this video that's actually human, and we're sitting in an interview and I'm talking to you, hey, how's your day going? Like, oh man, I went skiing, I went snowboarding. You're not going to get those type of responses. Now, granted, sitting in an interview and I'm telling you that, yeah, I went skiing, I went snowboarding, it, doesn't fit the environment that we're discussing. But what if we actually built a relationship outside of that interview, right? What if we were networking and all of a sudden, hey, I remember seeing you at so and so, and we were at that same conference, and we hit up the Black Hat afterwards, and we had a drink, and that would be missing from these type of conversations if you would have it with AI. So I'm gonna not go into more details into this whole AI interview portion of it. It was just a demo that this individual, the owner or the creator, the founder of this, and I'm going to show you another very short clip of Alex and the founders of it, and exactly what it's supposed to do from their own words. Okay.
Has access to all of your favorite recruiting tools and can conduct phone screens, video interviews, scheduling, sourcing, updating the applicant tracking system completely autonomously.
So what's wrong with recruiting today? Like, what are you trying to fix?
Sure. So applicant volume has tripled in the past 3 years, and time to hire is at an all-time high. It's about
Applicant has tripled in volume because there are so many people who are on the market. One, either because they got let go from previous jobs. Two, because the market is releasing so many graduates that are not being able to find jobs or even internships for that matter. And that's the reason for this huge volume. Now, I understand they're trying to resolve a issue with that because of the volume of candidates applying to certain jobs or very specific markets, that a lot of these companies can't filter it fast enough, and a human being can only probably go through so many before you need the assistance of an AI. But to take the AI to actually do the entire job of the individual human is a little extreme in my opinion, but let's listen a little bit more.
About 60 days. I mean, we're here sitting in San Francisco. You can close a house in San Francisco faster than you can hire your next engineer. And so the hiring market is incredibly inefficient today, and it's never been more inefficient in history. And the main bottleneck is one, bandwidth of the recruiters, and two, matching, right? How can I actually match the best candidates with?
So he brought up two interesting things that I'm trying to fulfill and that I'm trying to rebuttal in this. Now, he's saying that, it's hard to find talent to fit roles. I'm saying it's not hard to find talent to fit roles if you know the industry, which is where I come in, right? I'm staying within the realm of what I am experienced in, and that's cybersecurity, and that's cloud engineering, IT engineering, things like that. I could look through a resume and I could say for a fact, based on my experience and how long I've been doing this, I could tell from a software engineer, from an AI developer to a cybersecurity SOC level 5, let's just say. Some of these recruiters out there, they can't differentiate that. When they start seeing like any technical terms, they automatically throw them into a technical bundle, and that like, oh, you have some SOC experience, but you didn't really do SOC experience. Like, they wouldn't be able to pull that information out. And that's what I'm saying, right? So this is where AI comes in and says, hey, don't worry about that. I could do it for you. I could literally analyze every work experience, every certification that they have, and then categorize them appropriately to where they should be as far as the job is concerned, right? If they should apply for this job, or should we put this candidate for this position, which makes a lot of sense. And I believe that's like the fast food way of doing things. And I don't truly believe in that. I still believe in this human to human interaction, because if I'm speaking to you, you would be able to tell me, and I will be able to pinpoint and pick out what you're saying are either factual, either you know it or you don't, right? I can probably get a better sense. Now with AI, it's a little different. If you were to tell AI that you're experiencing this and this and this, I mean, there's no way that when you're sitting with the AI that you're not using AI on top of that. Now, of course, there are other ways. They're going to put you on the camera. They're going to monitor your pupils and where it's looking at the time and things like that. If it's out there, someone's going to find a way to either compromise it, find ways to alter it. There's always an option. There's always laws and rules and things that you will have to follow, but sometimes people find very creative ways to overcome those things. So let's hear a little bit more before we stop the video entirely.
With the best opportunities. So Alex solves both of those problems by allowing any company or any employer to interview everybody at scale, right, and get incredible insights on these candidates, and to be able to match those candidates to the right opportunities because we have access to all that data.
Now, again, I mean, it kind of goes in repeat. I've watched this, and one thing I want to really say is that if organizations choose to go this route, it's only because, one, they don't want to keep hired. They don't want to keep hired humans doing the recruiting or the talent acquisitions. Understandable, because it's not as efficient. It's a lot slower. And if you, like he said, it's probably faster to close on a house than to fill a position in tech. Possibly. It really depends on the role, how senior, how much you're looking for, what unicorn exists out there at that current time. Now, that's the problem. I feel like the organizations are going to find the most cost-effective way to do things like this. Now, what I'm trying to present and what I'm trying to put out there is that with working with organizations like the ones that would utilize this AI, one, my cost would have to either be comparable or less. Or I have a proven track record that I could put people into job placements that were so efficient that it overcame what AI can pull from this database. Now, the chances of that happening, I would say 50-50 at this point, right? Now, I don't know what's the possibilities, but all I know is that if I was to filter an individual, I'm not just looking at their criteria on what they put on paper. I'm getting a sense of their human interaction as well, like the way they speak, the way they interact. Are they, like, you could sense certain things from certain people just by talking to them face to face. Now, whether it's on a video conference or even if I had to sit down in front of a conference room, in the conference room with the individuals right in front of me, like an in-person interview, that makes it even 10 times better. And then I could take that information and bring it back to the company that's looking to hire these individuals. I think that has more substance than if you were to look at a log from an AI generated interview and say, hey, this person looked okay, but you really don't know who this person is. And then maybe you'll pull them in for a second interview or third interview, fourth interview, and they have these human interaction. But even before that point comes, I feel like the loss of quality people that potentially could have gotten to those human interaction interviews were already lost because of AI. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, again, I am not here to say AI is bad. By no means am I doing that. But what I am saying is AI is bad for some things, and it's not meant for everything. I could be wrong. You could prove me wrong. Go in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. And of course, AI, up to a point, is utilizing it as a tool. And that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing with my small team to build out this recruiting agency, CyberHAC Scouts, utilizing AI tools. But that doesn't mean it replaces me or any other individual that will sit in front of you and to screen, help you with your resume, and to go into a mock interview environment so you can actually prove and present yourself properly. Now, even though I find you, let's just say, and we do all that, the resume, the mock interviews, and I prep you for the job role, exactly what it is. I presented it to you and you said, fine, I love this. I love everything that's doing. And then they go sit you with an AI chatbot for the first initial interview. Ooh, that'll be a tough one because it'll be a hard thing to swallow at that moment, for me at least. But the fact, if in fact I get you to that point, I may just have to start training you to understand how to answer and speak to a chatbot, which is ultimately not what I want to do. But if I have to, and to go with the times, I just might have to. I mean, that just might be an option, another route that I would have to take to prep you for an AI interview sitting across from you. Someone that you won't even see. It's just a, interface that you're just going to go through. Treat it like another game, a virtual reality game, but this time with your life on the line, because it means the matter of making money and not making money when you land this job or not. So I'll leave it at here. This was a very, very interesting times as I'm learning and going through all this. I'm hoping you find this informative as well. So please hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And, pay me a visit on LinkedIn if you want. Go on to my website. Everything is in the description below. And I'll see you guys really soon. Take care.